सुसेगाद दंपार पडोवणाऱ्यांक म्हजो मायमोगाचो नमस्कार. हांव फ्रँकी फर्नांडीस, मेलबर्न, ऑस्ट्रेलियासून तुमकां ह्यो गोंयच्यो आनी भायले देशे रावतल्या गोंयकारांच्यो खबरो कोंकणींतल्यान पावयता. आज एप्रिलाची 18 तारीख. सुरवातेक खबर. गोंयची राजभास हाचे बाबतींत 40 वर्सां उपरांत आनीक फावट वाद विवाद सुरू करपाचो प्रयत्न चालू आसा. उगडास करता. फेब्रुवारीच्या 4 तारखेक 1987 वर्साक गोंयांत कोंकणी भास हाका राजभास म्हूण गोंयच्या विधानसभेंत ऑफिशियल लँग्वेज बील पास जालें आनी आतां सुमार 40 वर्सां जातलीं. ह्या वेळार मराठी भास गोंयची राजभास जावची म्हूण कांय जाणांनी हो विशय परत काडला. हो विशय काडपी आनी कोण न्हय पूण RSSचो आदलो मेंबर सुभाष वेलिंकर, जो हाचे आदीं पुर्तुगेजाचे गोंयांत राज हाचे बाबतींत वो बागून सान फ्रांसीस शावेर हाचेर परत परत आड उलयतालो आनी आतां हो एलिसांवा लागीं पावल्या उपरांत अनेक मुद्दो घेवन गोंयकाराचो सुसेग पिड्यार करपाक फुडें सरला.
आम्ही आमचा इशारा आहे त्या अधिवेशनात मराठी राजभाषा जर झाली नाही तुमच्या कंबरेवर लाथ घालून तुम्हाला हाकलून देऊ. आता मराठी प्रेमीने मराठी वोट बँक तयार केली पाहिजे. निवडणुकीपर्यंत आपली ती जबाबदारी आहे. आता मराठी मातृभाषा केलीच पाहिजे.
ह्या सुभाष वेलिंकर हाका आमचो इश्ट ॲडव्होकेट राधाराव ग्राशियस जबाब दिता.
Essentially, no government in Goa has had its heart in Konkani as official language. Most governments actually are pro-Marathi, but because of the massive agitation in 1986, the government was forced to grant Konkani status as official language with substantial concessions to Marathi practically as another official language. So, and there are certain die-hard Marathi claimants who still stir up controversy here and there. Among them, we have seen recently Subhash Velingkar come out with a morcha and with demands for giving Marathi the status of a second official language. Actually, most states in India have a single language as official language. Even the bigger ones. Maharashtra does not give Konkani a official status, even though Konkani is widely spoken along the Konkan coast of Maharashtra. Why must Goa give official status to Marathi? The problem is, you see, I get a feeling that the government is trying to play against its own factions. Subhash Velingkar, as we all know, is a close associate of the chief minister, who is a sarva, what do you call them, Swayam Sewak. When Velingkar was the head of the RSS in Goa, and he is obliged to Velingkar. So the chief minister instigates Velingkar and helps him in such activities because it politically suits Velingkar also, Pramod Sawant also. So all these things have to be taken into account, but I don't really think that people of Goa are anymore interested in the language controversy. The controversy is dead and gone. Today, the number of Marathi schools has been reduced by almost 75%. And unlike Konkani, Marathi is not a language which is spoken by the people of Goa. It is only understood by those who speak Marathi. And with no more instruction in Marathi, people will forget Marathi in a generation or two. And I think that is the fear of persons like Subhash Velingkar. Even Konkani may die a natural death in a few generations. Because in Goa, everybody is tending towards English, education in English. And I see a lot of people now, even among non-Catholics, speak English as the first language. It is the first language of business in Goa. I have attended Hindu weddings where the MCs compare the weddings in English. So neither Marathi nor Konkani is now the spoken language in Goa. Effectively, we are shifting to English, no matter what. And I don't think we can stop that progression, because that is what's happening in the world. Technology demands English language. Jobs demand English language. So everybody is shifting to English. And so under these circumstances, we have to work double hard to protect our own language, Konkani, rather than diluting it by bringing in Marathi. I really don't understand the logic behind this renewal of the demand for Marathi after the issue was sorted out by the Official Language Act some 30 years ago, almost 40 years ago. I think the issue has to come to an end somehow. Earlier the better.
गोंयचे तशेंच भारताचे नामनेचे संगीत गावपी हेमा सरदेसाय हाणें ह्या वाद विवादा बाबतींत आमकां सांगतात.
आमी कोंकणी खातीर एकूय आमी कोणाक भियेना. म्हणजे तांकां जर दिसलें जाल्यार आमी मातशें उलयलें, आमी भियेलीं, आमी कोणाक भियेना. आमी भिवून हांगा बसूंक ना. भंय हो ही गोश्ट म्हणजे हे कांयच भंय हो नाच आमच्या. आमी लायफ घेवन आसा, आमचो जीव घेवन आसा आमच्या कोंकणी खातीर, आमची माय ती, आनी तिका मारपाचो प्रयत्न कोणें करचो न्ही. सगळ्या आमचे जे राष्ट्र आसा, सगळे राष्ट्र आमची इंडियेची, तांचे येदी व्हडली राष्ट्रां, तांचे लँग्वेज, तांची जी भाशा आसा ती सुखरूप आसा तांच्या प्रत्येक राष्ट्रांत. आमचे येदेशें गोंय, आमी आमचे गोंयकारा खातीर भायर येवची ना. उलोवपाक आमच्या कोंकणी खातीर जी आमी जेन्ना जन्मता तेन्ना ती आवय आमची आमचे कडेन कोंकणी उलयता, बाबा तो म्हजो, सो हे आमी आमच्या काळजा भितर आसा कोंकणी. तिका मरूंक कशी दिवपाची. कोणूच मिसक्रियंट जशें म्हणटात ते वायट मनीस थंय ते कोंकणीक आमकां आमच्या मारपाचो प्रयत्न करचो न्ही. इन्सायटमेंट जे चल्ला, डिविजीक पॉलिटिक्स जे चल्ल्या व्हेरी सडनली, हे आमी घेवन घेवपाची ना. तर हांव सगळ्या म्हज्या गोंयकारांक विनंती करता, तुमच्या आमच्या कोंकणी खातीर तिका कशीच मारून दिवं नाका ह्या निर्दयी लोकांक. तर तुमी आयतार दीस 4 वरांचेर लोहिया मैदानाक येयात.
आनीक म्हत्वाची पूण भिरांकूळ खबर म्हणल्यार आमचे गोंयचें नुस्तें मरता. हाचें कारण म्हणल्यार सिवरेजीचें उदक आमचे गोंयचे न्हंयेंत तशेंच दर्यांत वयता. हें सगळें गोंयच्या सरकाराच्या बेपरवाये खातीर. गोवा टावन आनी कंट्री प्लॅनिंग एक्ट हाचे सेक्शन 39A हाचे बाबतींत गोंयांत चळवळ सुरू आसा. ह्या सेक्शन 39A हाचो परिणाम आमच्या पर्यावरण तशेंच सृश्टी अदीक करून आमचे न्हंयो वो तळे हांचेर दिसूंक येता. ह्या सिवरेजाच्या उदकाक लागून हालच्या दिसांनी माला पणजे हांगा मरण गेल्लें नुस्तें दिसूंक आयलें आनी गोंयकार उचांबळ जाल्यात.
आयज ही हांगा जी नुस्तीं मरण पडलेली आसा पळय न्ही, ती तुमी सगळ्यांनी पळयल्याच आसतली. आनी ही आतां इतली घाण हांगा येता, हांगा उबो रावपा सारकी परिस्थिती ना. म्हाजी तकली वदयच्यान हांगासर भोंवता तकली सारकी पिड्ड्यार जाली ह्या वासान. आनी हो जो वास आसा पळय, हो आज हांगासरले जे रहिवासी आसा, हे मळ्याकार जे आसा, तांकां घेवचो पडटा, कळ्ळें न्ही. आनी हेका जबाबदार कोण, हेचेर चवकशी जावप हें खूब गरजेचें आसा. ही नुस्तीं काय बेश्टी मरची ना. एक तर हांगासर कसलें तरी दुशीत अशें उदक हांगासर येयल्लें आसा, कितें तरी कॅमिकल्स हांगासर येयल्लीं आसा.
हो सिवरेज हाचो विशय पणजेच न्हय पूण पुराय गोंयांत जाला आनी गोंय सरकाराच्या बेजबाबदारी लागून वाडत आसा, सांगता गोंयकार.
हालीं तेंपार आमी पळयलां की खुबशे आमचे पळय वॉटर बॉडीज पळय आसा, तश्योच आमचे rivers are very sacred when we talk about it in India, and we find our rivers are being polluted today. Whether you talk about the Mandovi River, whether you talk about the River Sal, whether you talk about other water bodies or maybe even the lakes, they are being polluted. Now, if you talk about River Mandovi, yes, we have got casinos there. If you talk about the River Sal, yes, we find a lot of sewerage that's getting into there. If you talk about my own village in Kunkulim, I find that the canal water, there are all industrialists who are putting in all their hazardous waste into the canal water. Now, under such circumstances, where are we heading for? When we talk about our rivers, we are talking about not only just merely sacred, but we are talking about they are our lives and our livelihood. Now, neither will our lives will be there, nor will we get our livelihood, because if they are getting polluted, it's going to be a very difficult situation for all of us. And therefore, what is important for us is monitoring on the part of the government of Goa. There's no point in bringing in projects into Goa if the government of Goa cannot monitor all these water bodies and all these rivers. And that's something which is of primary importance for all of us. I know we have got the investment promotion board that gives us left, right and center permissions to get all the industries down over here. But where is the monitoring that's happening? Whether it is the fish meal or whether it's the hazardous waste producing effluent which is untreated by the industry, that is being all left into the water bodies. And therefore it is pertinent for all of us when such type of things are happening that we need to take care of the monitoring. The second one is when we are talking about the sewerage and when we are talking about the regional plan. Where is the regional plan that describes about our sewerage treatment plants? Where is the regional plan that describes where is going to be our garbage treatment plant? So if these plants or even the water treatment plants are not being put up into our regional plan, this is the biggest problem that we are going to have. Every small little unit that is coming up, whether it is a small restaurant or a hotel, you will find that the garbage is thrown up just like that, or maybe even the sewerage is just let into the river or the water body. So the health centers have to take custody of what has been happening. The water research department, we should hold that water research department responsible for this. And the most important is the Goa State Pollution Control Board that has to monitor all the units and see that before the permissions are being given for them to start or to operate, they must see that they meet and comply with all the necessary requirements, statutory requirements that they need to have. If they don't do it, I don't think we are going to remain anymore over here, but we are going to perish with what is happening in the state of Goa today.
In my own village, Varka, where one resort, Emerald Palms, Mahindras, it's suspected that they are dumping untreated sewage in the nearby field and Nalla, and that needs to be investigated thoroughly and checked upon properly. And this is a topic I've actually been bringing up also in the past, especially in our village meetings, is that people don't realize how this is going to affect them badly now. Once they start leaving sewage in the fields and all nearby areas, it is going to affect your groundwater. And we've seen what happened in Sankwal, where children fell sick due to contaminated water. And again, it's directly linked to sewage. So this is a topic that needs to be taken seriously, because till today in Goa, we do not have a proper treatment plant. We do not have a proper solution for the sewage. But yet, we are passing all these buildings and huge constructions, and these constructions have really small septic tanks which are constantly overflowing. I've seen multiple in our village where they build a huge building and they build a really tiny septic tank, and no one brings objection other than the people, neither the panchayat nor the TCP brings an objection to this, and these septic tanks just overflow, and that is also contributing to the contamination and the general pollution in the area. And it is really, really concerning.
काँग्रेस पक्षाचो एल्वेस गोम्स हाणें खुलासो केलो की 100 मायज सिवरेज काडपाचे टँकर कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरांनी हाडल्यात आनी कोणाकूच कांयच खबर ना ही सिवरेज काडून खंय घालता ते. आनी आरोप केला की गोंय सरकार हाच्या बेजबाबदारी कारणाक लागून असली परिस्थिती आज निर्माण जाल्या आनी गोंयांत सिवरेज सिस्टम फेल जाला.
सेक्शन 39A हाका लागून जो बोवाळ पडटा ताचे कॉन्सिक्वेन्सीस म्हणजे ताचो इम्पॅक्ट जो आसा, जो वातावरणाचेर पडटा, तो ह्या टँकरांतल्यान दिसता. हे सिवेज ओडपाचे टँकर 100 असले टँकर लायनीक लायिल्ले आसा दोनापाल वाठारांत. एका सरकाराच्या जाग्यान हे प्रायव्हेट टँकर्स ऑपरेट जाता. ताचे कोण तरी भाडें घेता आसतलो, हप्ता घेता आसतलो. लोकल तालेगांव पंचायतीन पडटा हें, थंय हप्ते वयता आसतले. IT डिपार्टमेंटाची जागा म्हणटात, थंय हप्ते वयता आसतले. पूण तो विशय ना हप्ते खावपाचो. विशय असो आहा की ज्यो 39A ची परमिशनां जाता मेळटा आनीक सिवरेज नेटवर्क नाशिल्ल्या कारणान इतलो वो डिमांड आसता ह्या टँकरांक. टँकर व्हरोन लोक आपापली सिवेज सेप्टीक टँकरली काडून डिस्पोज खंय करता ताचो कांय नेम ना. आनी हितूंतल्यान गोमन येता की प्लॅनिंग प्रोसेस म्हणटा तो कम्प्लिटली इज इन डिझरे इन गोवा. जे कोण आपली बॅगां मेळता ती घेता कितें मेळपाचें आहा तें आनी कन्वर्शनां मास कन्वर्शनां जाग्यांची करून दिता. ताचे कॉन्सिक्वेन्सीस लोक भोगता. जशें आतां दाबोली वाठारांत प्रभू वियालता ह्या कॉम्प्लेक्सान जे जालें थंय मास गॅस्ट्रोएन्टरायटीस डिजीज जाली लोकांक हालीं. आनी हेजे फुडें आतां कितें जातलें कोणाक खबर ना. ही सिवेज कशी डिस्पोज जाता तेका कोणाक खबर ना. आनी ह्या भाशेन हें सिस्टम कंप्लिटली फेल जाल्लें आसा गोंयांत.
खबर आतां बागा गांवांतसून.
One hot shot, 4 people, 25. One shot.
So it can be half an hour.
Me here.
What timing for one shot? Minimum timing?
1 hour.
1 hour. My place you want?
My place. One shot, you place me no problem.
Okay. Hotel with
What?
hotel charges, na one shot.
Hotel charges 1,000.
हे पळयात, हे एक फॉरेन ट्युरिस्ट चेडूं प्रॉस्टिट्यूशन हाचो धंद्यान आपलो रेट ह्या भारतीय ट्युरिस्ट हांकां दिता. हो व्हिडिओ सुमार 1.5 वरोस आदीं शूट केल्लो आनी गेल्ल्या सुमारांत गोंयांत तशें भायल्या देशांत व्हायरल जालो. हाच्या उपरांत गोंयच्या पुलिसांनी उत्तर प्रदेश हांगाचो एकलो ट्युरिस्ट हाका अरेस्ट केले. हाचे आदीं आनी एक व्हिडिओ व्हायरल जाल्लो. हातूंत एकलो भायल्या देशांतलो ट्युरिस्ट दाखोवन दिता कशे तरेन हांगाच्या पुलीस स्टेशनाच्या भायर ड्रग्स विकता ते. आल्दोना गांवचो काँग्रेस पक्षाचो आमदार ॲडव्होकेट कार्लोस आल्वारेस फेरेरा हाणें हाचेर निशेध मारलो.
This is something very ugly and condemnable. But sadly, this is a reflection of how low our Goa tourism has reached. This is just the tip of the iceberg. More will come out. On a daily basis, we get news, videos, and messages of tourists causing ruckus, abusing people, driving or riding roughly and landing up with accidents in gutters or on other vehicles, in the middle of the roads, on the medians, wherever it is. This is going on a daily basis. And do you wish to tell me that open prostitution is not going on along the coastal stretches, especially in northern belt? The action of the police is totally flawed. Perhaps the police registered the offence on a direction of some higher up of some political master. Firstly, don't forget, a customer cannot be booked under immoral traffic. So those so-called customers cannot be booked or arrested at all. Secondly, what we saw was a woman soliciting for prostitution in a public place. This is what needed action. The right to information is now recognized as a fundamental right guaranteed under Article 19 of the Constitution. Now, what was the person who was recording the video doing? This person was apparently not seeking anything from the woman. He was just recording what was going on. Perhaps he might have been intending to do it. Perhaps he might have had a try and might have been rebuffed. I can't say anything about him. Or perhaps this person may have been shocked to find a woman openly soliciting for prostitution. Maybe he was confirming what he knew, or perhaps just enjoying the fun which his friends seem to be indulging. Now he uploaded this video, and for this he has been booked. Is there any obscenity in this video? What offence can this video convey or matter which may deprave a mind of an individual? This video should have been taken as an eye-opener. This video should have been taken as an acceptance of what is actually going on in Goa, and for this reason the tourists have heard that women are easily available in Goa, and probably they must be thinking, I know once somebody said it was his dream before he got married to sleep with a white woman, so he had come to Goa. And they may have picked up this tab. Personally, I don't see any offence in recording of the video nor its uploading. On the contrary, I view the action of the police as an illegal act. The registration of the FIR when no cognoscible offence is made out shows the police have not applied their mind but put on a mission to protect their political masters and save them from embarrassment. Firstly, such incidents bring bad name to the image of Goa. So everyone from the Chief Minister to the Tourism Minister will not wish to have such videos circulating online. Goa is already facing huge backlash in its failure of the tourism policy, and the buck stops with the government.
अनेक महत्वाचो विषय म्हणल्यार गोंयच्या विधानसभेची बसणेक म्हणजे बजेट सेशन ऑफ द असेंब्ली सेशन जे अकस्मात अर्जंट केल्ले पोंडा बाय इलेक्शन्स हाका लागून ते परत सुरू करचे म्हूण गोंयच्या विरोधी पक्षाच्या आमदारांनी गोंयचो राज्यपाल हाच्या लागीं मागणी केल्ली आसा. गेल्ल्या सोमारांत पोंडा मतदारसंघाचे बाय इलेक्शन्स गोवा बेंच ऑफ द बॉम्बे हायकोर्ट हाणें रद्द केली. हाच्या उपरांत विरोधी पक्षाचे आमदार आशेन रावताले गोंय सरकार विधानसभेची बसणाक परत सुरवात करतले काय म्हूण. हे बाबतींत आमी एडवोकेट क्लिओफात आल्मेडा कुटिनो हाचे लागीं विचारले ताची राय.
After the cancellation of the Ponda bypoll, the leader of opposition and other opposition members asked the government to reconvene the House. They wrote letters to the governor asking him to summon the House. And the governor has referred those letters to the government. Now there is big media noise over the governor's letter to the government. Let us understand that in our democratic setup, the governor is bound by the advice of the Council of Ministers. Under 174 of the Constitution, the governor summons the House. But summoning of the House is always based upon aid and advice given by the Council of Ministers. Unless the government makes up its mind to reconvene the House is not going to be convened. The letter sent by the governor to the government and made so much noise in local media is a routine office procedure whereby letters sent to him are referred to the government. To my mind, the government of the day has to decide whether the House is to be convened or not. We all know that the opposition and the people of Goa are demanding that the House be convened to discuss 39A of the Town and Country Planning Act. But the government is not going to budge. I don't think the government is going to hold a session to discuss that matter.
आणि आता एक खुशालकायेची खबर UK स्विंडन हांगासान. गोंयांत जल्मल्ले पूण सद्याक रावता UK स्विंडन हांगा वलांकी फर्नांडीस हाका ग्रेट ब्रिटन मिस युनिवर्स 2026 फायनलिस्ट म्हूण वेंचून काडला. जुलयाच्या 11 तारखेक जावचे आसा ते फायनल्स जिखले जाल्यार वलांकी फर्नांडीस पोर्तोरिको देशांत जावचे आसा ते मिस युनिवर्स 2026 स्पर्धांत भाग घेवपाक संदी मेळटली. ते जावन आसा एक सॉलिसिटर वो advocate आनी ते आमच्या लागीं उलयले.
Hello, Diolch boro dísniú tumka sogleank. Thank you so much for having me here. It is really a privilege to be given this platform. In terms of how I'm feeling, in all honesty, I'm feeling great. I have always and will always carry my culture loud and proud, and to be able to do it on stage in front of a wider audience, it's just such a privilege. It feels so surreal. I just hope and pray I do it justice. In terms of how my cultural background has influenced me to get here, I think my cultural background has always influenced me throughout my life. May it be this pageant or my career or, my personal life in general. I come from a Goan family. I've lived a bit of my life in Goa. I have grown up with Goan friends, and Goan culture has just been around me all the time, and I've seen so much potential within the community, may it be, being musically inclined or having culinary talent. I've seen so much potential within the community, and it's because I see potential in my community. That's how I see potential in me, and that's what pushes me to, really strive for my potential and do the best that I can. And other than that, I feel like another aspect of the Goan culture that actually inspires me or, got me where I am right now is the Susegad mindset or lifestyle. And I think people sort of see the Susegad lifestyle and think, you know, that's just like, that's a chilled mindset, like, you know, like a chill lifestyle, which it is, and it's great. But I think people don't realize it's that because we have the Susegad lifestyle, Susegad mindset, we are able to balance work and personal life really well. I think if people in general, if they have a heavy sort of career, for a bit of context, I'm a lawyer, so my career can get a bit heavy sometimes. But people in general, when you have a heavy career, you tend to not want to do too much outside of work because you just take that time to sort of unwind. But I feel like because the Susegad mindset is sort of ingrained in me purely because I'm Goan and I've sort of just been around Goan friends and just, you know, been brought up in like a Goan household, it's ingrained in me to have that mindset of, you know, being able to balance the two well. So I'm always looking for ways to sort of, you know, live life to the fullest outside of work as well. And I think that's how I've gotten to where I am now. If it wasn't for my cultural background, I don't think I would have done half the things or achieved half the things I have done right now. So I'm really grateful for that. And that's how my culture has influenced me. In terms of what message I would like to give my younger sisters or the younger generation, is that never fear failure. Never get scared of failing. Failing is part and parcel of anything you put your mind to. You will fail. That's a guaranteed. There will be times you will fail, and you have to accept that. If you want to sort of achieve something or do something, there will be times you will fail. And I think once you get comfortable with failure, success is not too far. Failure is not the devil you made it out to be. So always get scared of not trying things because you're scared of failing, but never be scared of failure in itself. And I think once you hack that, you can achieve anything you put your mind to. I really and truly believe that. But thank you so much for having me here and giving me a platform to speak. I really and truly appreciate it. Thank you.
तर ह्यो जावन आसले आमच्यो कांय सुसेगाद दनपार गोंयच्यो तश्योच भायल्या देशांत रावतल्या गोंयकारांच्यो खबरो कोंकणींतल्यान मेलबर्न ऑस्ट्रेलियासून. मेळुया दुसऱ्या सुमारांत, ते मेरेन मोगा संदी.